Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum class. This is Miss Sidra Iqbal, the visiting faculty of Department of History and Art, Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Bangalore Campus, Lahore. I am here with the course title of Foreign Policy of Pakistan, which course code is HIST 4116. In the series of Foreign Policy of Pakistan, today the topic which we are going to discuss is the Arab League content. There are different content which we are going to discuss in the Arab League: abstract, introduction of the Arab League, history and the reasons behind the establishment of the Arab League, the charter of the Arab League, mission and objectives, main bodies and organs of the Arab Leagues, decision making process of the Arab League, the mission role of the Arab League, the Arab Spring and the Arab divisions, the Arab League and fighting terrorism, the Arab League and human rights are refugees crisis. Conclusion. In our topic, we will discuss all these content and learn as much as we can about the Arab League. First of all, the abstract of this topic. The aim of this research is to investigate the Arab League from beginning to present time. The Arab League is a regional political organization that aims to secure the interest of Arab countries. Due to many circumstances and reasons, the League showed a minimal capability of positive intervention to reduce the tensions between the Arab states or in the processing of the integration process between its members or in building peace and stopping wars that are taking place in many countries. This is the abstract of this whole topic, the Arab League. We will discuss the contents. First of all, due to the basic problems, Arab League was not able the Arab League was not able to play a role in fighting terrorism and radicalism in the reign or to advance in the integration process between its members. Additionally, um, additionally, the league did not highly impact on other matters such as finding solution to the high rate of violation of basic human rights in the Arab world, or to the influx of refugees, or to stop wars taking place today in Syria, Libya, and Yemen. Trying to stop this failure, the Arab Gulf states revived the Gulf Cooperation Council as an alternative for the Arab League, but monarchies the rich monarchies did not show an effective model of governance to replace the Arab League, at least till today, which leave the Arab population without any influential, active, and modern political regional organization to represent and led them to more integration and development. Introduction. The Arab League is a regional political organization that aims to secure the interests of Arab countries due to many circumstances and reasons. The League showed a minimal capability of positive intervention to reduce the tensions between the Arab states or in the processing of the integration process between its members or in building peace and stopping wars that are taking place in many countries. The League played some important role during the 1950s but lost its power and influence after the end of the Cold War. some of the failures are related to the decision making process within the league of itself. Others are just politics resulting from conflicts between its members. This paper will discuss the establishment of the organization, its major interferences in hot issues, and its recent failure. The organs and bodies of the League will be addressed too, as well as other issues related to human rights, terrorism, integration, and refugees influx. The Arab League followed closely the the Arab League followed closely the Arab Spring and showed an indifference toward the popular rising taking place since 2001 since 2011, which ended by the outbreak of internal wars and conflicts in Syria, Yemen, and Libya, leaving the Arab world without any influential and active regional organization to represent them. This fact, however, led to reviving of the Gulf Cooperation Council in an attempt to take it an alternative for the non-functioning Arab League organization. It an alternative for the non-functioning Arab League organization. The Arab League's history and establishment. Since the Arabic Revolution against the Ottoman Turkish rule in 1916, many Middle Eastern have had a goal to unify the Arab world into one big entity. After that period, nationalism was on the rise in the Middle East and elsewhere. The Arabic nationalism ideology was adopted by many, while others were looking for ways to end the presence of mandatory and colonial status and to achieve independence. Thus, the information of the Arab League was complementary to the circumstances that the Arab world was living and aimed to oppose the post-World War II colonization, but ended by playing a role in the struggle against Israel since its establishment in 1948. With its formation in 1945, member states have grown from 7 original countries to 22 member states, in addition to some observer states such as India, Turkey, and Chad. The founder states are Egypt, Lebanon, Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Yemen, and Saudi Arabia, aiming to secure the interest of the Arab world in political, economic, military, security, and cultural fields. The member states stretch geographically from the far west of northern Africa to the Middle East and the Gulf region. Arab League member countries of the world: you can see Armenia, Turkey, Morocco, Tunisia, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Mauritania, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Yemen, Somalia, Comoros, Oman, India, Saudi Arabia. Actually, I zoomed the जब मैंने ये picture, I zoomed the picture and that was blur, so that's why it may be not clear to you. Otherwise, I gave the whole details, even the time period when the members got membership. So now I see that अब मैं जब देख रही हूँ तो वो उसमें प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर रहा है जब मैं जूम कर रही हूँ, तो लैपटॉप में मे बी ये ना करे। तो अगर ये आपको क्लियरली नज़र आए तो काइंडली इसको एक बार ज़रूर पढ़िएगा। The 22 members are Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon, Iraq, Palestinian National Authority, सीरिया, मेंबरशिप थी सीरिया की, नाउ सस्पेंडेड, मोरक्को, अल्जीरिया, तंचिया, लीबिया, यमन, सूडान, सोमालिया, कतर, सऊदी अरेबिया, बहरीन, यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स, कुवैत, ओमान, Djibouti, Mauritania, and the Comoros. The center of the organization was located in the Egyptian capital, Cairo, until 1979, but the exclusion of Egypt from the League relocated the center in Tunisia. After a decade, Cairo became the League's center again till today. The 22 countries in the Arab League have a population of about 317 million, which is slightly larger than the population of the United States of America. The Arab countries' economy is estimated to be worth around $1 trillion in 2006, while the United States was worth during the same year around $13.2 trillion. The Arab League is composed of three important bodies: the General Assembly, the Office of the Secretary General, and permanent councils related to economics, communication, culture, health, human rights, and social work fields. The General Assembly convenes twice a year, and each member have one vote only regardless of the number of its delegation members. Other meetings can take place if two member states called for emergency meetings, which is the case recently when many summits and meetings took place with the call of only some members, who are usually the influential Gulf states. The mechanism of the General Assembly is a debated issue among members, since the Arab League don't have the legislation power to make members abide its resolution. Most of the resolutions are adopted by the majority and bind the member states that voted in their favor. The Secretary General is elected to his post with a two-thirds majority. His identity is often related to the balance of power of member states. Thus, most of the time, the Secretary General was an Egyptian with good relation with Saudi Arabia. थैंक यू। अभी तक के लिए यहीं तक। अगर आपको कोई सवाल या लेक्चर को सुनते हुए कोई प्रॉब्लम हो तो आप कभी भी मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं बगैर किसी हिचकिचाहट से।